Notre Dame Dons basketball is on the air from the Don Dome in Niles, Illinois. It's the game that you've been waiting for all season long. The St. Patrick Shamrocks and the Notre Dame Dons, round 2. Welcome in, everybody. Just coming off a very exciting JV game, and now we're in for some varsity action. It's Danny Berger and Caden Frawley here with you for the adventure here tonight. And Caden, it's lived up to the hype. We saw it already, and now it's just gotten even bigger.
Yeah, I mean, we saw it at St. Pat's. It was already a big crowd. And honestly, that was one of the first times all basketball season that I've just been able to sit down and watch a game. And I thought I was watching the varsity game with how much energy, how much passion from each side. Just everything made it sound like a varsity game, and that was still JV, and we still have one more to go.
Right. Well, let's get right into things. Let's take a look at conference standings first. Bennett's at the top. They're running away with it. I don't think anybody's going to dethrone them. We said earlier in the season it was very unlikely that a team was going to go 16-0 in conference this year. Well, I think we found one that might. Bennett's just going absolutely crazy. And then we got Marist, Pats, and Marion. Notre Dame's in there at number 5. They've really started picking up in conference as of late, and they're looking pretty good.
Yeah, and just after the win against Nazareth last time we were here, we saw Notre Dame jump from about 7 to 5, so we see him jump about 2 spots ahead of Nazareth and St. Viator since the last conference game.
And let's take a look. What's going on as of late? As we talk about some recent action, the Dons just coming off a big win over Joliet Catholic. Their season high in points, actually, with 76. And then Pat's narrowly escaping Nazareth with a 4-point win, and then a huge loss to St. Viator a couple nights before.
A lot of close games from both of these teams. I mean, we see games on January 10th for St. Patrick against Carmel, blew them out by 20 points. And then you see games like the most recent game, or maybe not the most recent game, but January 17th for them, St. Pat's versus Nazareth, they only win by 4. So it's going to be a close game considering how these conference teams have played and how these games have been playing out.
And then what's going on tonight inside the conference? Well, this is the big game. There isn't a bigger game in the ESCC here tonight, but we also got Bennett and Carmel. That's always a good one. Naz and Marion Catholic are playing against each other. Then on Tuesday when the conference reconvenes, Naz and Carmel are playing. Notre Dame and Marist, that's probably going to be the game of the day. And then St. Viator and Marion Catholic's always a good one as well.
Yeah, a lot of close games. As you mentioned before, Bennett versus Carmel, that's going to be a good game as always. St. Pat's, Joliet Catholic, and then Notre Dame and Marist. If you see these upcoming games in the future, these are all going to be high competitive games for a run in the ESCC playoffs.
And then as we look ahead at our schedule right now, Dons are playing Carmel next Friday. That'll be a game that we're going to watch. It's also Notre Dame Senior Night. That'll be a fun one. And then the rivalry's back. Notre Dame and Evanston are playing not tomorrow Saturday, but next Saturday in the War on the Shore. They got a rematch with Bennett. St. Pat's, they're going to get another crack at Marist coming up pretty soon. That was a really good game where Pat's knocked off Marist's undefeated season. So now Marist is going to have some chance for revenge.
Yeah, and you see St. Patrick with 3 conference games and Notre Dame with only 2. So Notre Dame, plays Evanston and ITW Bulls Prep. Shows that they still have a little, they still have time to come back into the conference and possibly get up to the number 4 spot, while St. Pat's is kind of hitting it quick with 3 games in the next 4.
And they got a couple cupcake games in there as well. It's always nice to have down the stretch, and both teams are going to enjoy that. But then now let's transition into the rivalry. What's been going on? As we take a look at the last 8 meetings, when we showed you this last, there was a little bit more age on it, but these teams have played 3 times since they last played a game here. So let's take a look at the most recent 3 because those are the ones that stick out the most, and Pat's has won all of them.
I'm trying to remember what year it is. I've mentioned this every time we do the St. Pat's game. I believe it was February 7th, 2020 was the Notre Dame win over St. Pat's, 58-43.
Yep.
And I remember being in 8th grade and having to sit in the very back corner of that game since there's no room. And it's nice to see that tradition has continued since. You see a lot of young fans here who are sitting up away from the court since it's so packed they have no more room to sit anywhere else.
Well, what's the most interesting thing is just the frequency that these teams have played each other over the past couple of years, which is very uncommon in the ESCC. Let's also take a look at the last game they played against each other. When they saw each other last, which was 7 weeks ago, and that's when St. Pat's knocked off the Dons by 19 points. It was pretty nuts. But Notre Dame had a lead after 1 quarter.
Yeah, like you said, first quarter, 11-6, ND was leading. Then it goes into St. Pat's, coming out at halftime with an 11-point lead. Third quarter is tight, 12-17, and then you just see St. Pat's take it away 15-7 points in the last quarter. And that's what ND needs to avoid today, is getting close with these good teams and then just falling off in the last 3 or 4, or I should say the third or fourth quarter, where they just start to fall off and fall away from their tight game that they're playing.
But the major thing to remember, though, is for each team, it was the very beginning of the season. Notre Dame was playing just their 5th game of the year, their first conference game. They came off the bridge tournament, feeling pretty good about themselves. And then Patch just came off a second-place finish in the GBN Shamrocks tournament. So relatively inexperienced at the time, but now both these teams have played about 20 games.
Yeah.
And as we take a look at, of course, we like to talk about bragging rights. What have these teams done for their respective sports this year? And so far, Notre Dame's leading that charge, swept through fall sports. They've won football, they won soccer, placed higher in cross country, and they won in golf. So far, basketball, St. Pat's has held on to. They won the first game of the season. We're going to see what happens here in the second one. Bowling got a nice win. Wrestling for Pat's won just last week, so that's a little bit more recent. And then so 4 sports to go after this one: swimming, baseball, volleyball, track and field. But then you can't forget about the potential for state playoff rematches.
Of course, yeah, and sneak peek swimming upcoming state run for swimming. Just a little sneak peek. I'll put it out there.
So, Caden, this game in and of itself is wild. Yeah. It's one of the most watched games of the year, no matter where you are, one of the most photography games anywhere in Chicago, and it's back here in Niles. You've gotten the privilege to call this a couple of times, and what do you think about all this?
I honestly think that, you go out to some basketball games, not too many fans, a little bit of a less excited game. This game, the crowds are, the stands are packed by halftime of JV. I could barely hear myself talk right now because of how loud it is in here. It truly is a privilege to be able to come out and call this game. And Danny, this might be the last time you get to call this game, as you're graduating soon, just for basketball. Who knows?
Just for basketball. It's going to be a lot of fun getting to call this one here tonight. We got a couple surprises for you later on, especially if you've been a long-standing listener with us, and if you've seen what's been scrolling on the bottom of your screen, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, we got a good show cooked up for you. But now with about 100 seconds left to go, these teams have had a lot of experience since they last played each other. About 15 games under the belt, both teams over 500, which is very nice to see. What are you thinking?
I really think Notre Dame's coming back for revenge tonight. Close game last game, or I'll say close for most of the game until about the last quarter at the last time these two teams matched up, and now ND has home court advantage. So I honestly think it's always just a better environment in the Don Dome, so I really do think Notre Dame is out for blood tonight.
Folks, it's time to send things downstairs. We have a special guest to sing out the national anthem. Mr. Mike Marisi will deliver his always enthusiastic starting lineups. We will see you back once pregame festivities have concluded.
Continues her battle against cancer, and we pray in a and the Morris family. In the name of the Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Amen. Father in heaven, we ask your blessing on the game we are about to play. Give each team the courage to play this game in a manner which by their words and their actions is pleasing to you. Let us enter into this competition in a spirit of sportsmanship and with a respect for the members of the opposing team. St. John Baptist de La Salle, Notre Dame, and now to sing our national anthem, Miss Haley Quackenbush.
By the
Well, folks, we know you've been waiting for the rematch for quite a while. Although it hasn't been that much time, you kind of get the idea. It's a big one to begin with, and now we are just seconds away from getting this one underway. Any last second thoughts?
No.
Good answer.
I'm going to be straight up. I'm just excited to see how loud this is going to get.
And that's why we're going to let you listen to it.
Sounds of the game right here.
Sounds of the game coming right up. There's not words that can describe what you're about to hear, so we're going to let the crowd do it for you. When we told you sounds of the game were going to be ridiculous, that's exactly what we meant. Shamrocks have the ball to get us started here tonight. A.J. Thomas driving, kicks out front. This is what we're going to see a lot. There's number 24, Harper Krolik. Had the most points scored in the last game. That's a big threat to watch out for, especially on the outside, hitting a lot of threes in the last one. Yeah, and we see a lot of passing from St. Pat's as their plays. You see just pass and cut, pass and cut. I mentioned this in the JV game. Both teams have kind of the same play. Here's a three and buried. E.J. Breland, the young stud sophomore, giving the Shamrocks the early 3-0 edge. Now turn things back over to the Dons, who got their most points of the season last week, led by Connor Moselle with 26, a career high. And this is what we're going to see a lot of passing around. They don't like to drive in all that much, but we started to see them do it a little bit more of late, starting to build more of that confidence that we had talked about in the pregame. Yeah, neither of these teams can really over-defend, if that's the proper term, as in they can't let people get by. Both of these teams are pretty big. They have some guys that can get to the rim pretty easily. Moselle's going to shift it over to Selhurst. Now Raya in the corner. We'll swing it around a couple more times. Here's Couture for three and answers right back. You're going to hear that a lot tonight, folks. Fake attempt on the three from Nathan Nano. Dish to the outside. Here's a three-point try off left from A.J. Thomas. Never even touched the rim. And the Notre Dame students are letting him hear it. Seems like almost a forced shot there. It was wide open, but there were some options down in the paint that could have been even more open for an easy layup. Raya in a little bit of traffic out on the right corner. Knotted up at three, 2 minutes into the game. Look out for Brady Sellers as well. Raining down points in the first quarter. In the last matchup, 11 of his 16 came in that first quarter. And well-played defense by the Shamrocks forcing the turnover. Up comes Breland. Drives, now will back himself back out, and they'll start to slow things down again. Or will they? Is everybody touching? A.J. Thomas is going to be hearing that for the rest of the night. Drive inside, kick out. And some miscommunication from the Shamrocks. Not something that they do very often. That three is left a little bit short from E.J. Breland. Accuracy was there, but just not enough on it. See a bit of a different game strategy as we see Liam Ingles not bringing the ball up as much. Him kind of staying right by the free throw line, trying to get open there, while Moselle and Selhurst kind of work it around on the wings. There's Selhurst, as Hayden just mentioned. Little pitch and catch with Raya and Selhurst. And we'll swing it around the outside again. 3-3 with 4:44 to go here in quarter number one. Moselle driving, kicking out. Looked like they were trying to set up for a three-point play and taken away. That's E.J. Breland taking that out of the arms of Ryder Raya. And A.J. Thomas fakes out and buckets. A nice play there, a bit of a spin in the paint to get open, create some spaces. That's a nice shot from Thomas. Moselle was left all by himself there in the wing. And another steal. Here comes A.J. Thomas, one-on-one. Hand went up and he missed it. And a rebound by Nathan Nano. Here's a three-point attempt, and that's no good. Shamrocks can't convert on the turnover. Had an easy open drive and just a little bit off target on the layup. Had Moselle in stride with him too. Pretty good run up, and I think it forced the shot a little bit more than he would have wanted. Selhurst will kick out to Coutu in the left corner. Slow-paced game to start this off. Some energy to get it started. Here's Selhurst for 3. The three-point rifle. Reminds you a lot of Jake DeFranza, a guy that was always hitting threes, but that's Brady's specialty. 1 point lead for the Dons, short from Breland, and a foul call.
Good aggressive rebound there from almost everyone on ND. 3 people there to close out the paint. Leaves one St. Pat's guy down there for the rebound. Notre Dame comes up with the board and a foul.
Empty possession here for the Shamrocks, down 1 as we head just outside of 3 minutes to go. Moselle getting a little pressure. And too much hot sauce on that one. Selhurst couldn't corral, and results in another turnover.
So that's 4 turnovers now for Notre Dame in the first couple minutes of the first quarter. They're going to need to limit those. So a lot of them are just kind of drop passes, bad passes. Just got to limit those if they want to stay in this game, even though they still are 6-5 right now.
There are not a lot of deserved turnovers. There are a lot of stupid mistakes. Drive up the middle and buried. Andrew Ayeni. Now, it can take Andrew Ayeni a little bit of time to get going. If you remember third quarter of the last game, he got absolutely hot. He got so hot, he scored all of his points in the third quarter. Here's Moselle for 3. That one is short. Bounces, Coutu looking to drive, and that one off the glass. Back and forth here in the early going. 8-7, Dons lead with 2 minutes to go. Ayeni looking to drive again, and that has matched with Coutu. More swinging around for the Shamrocks. Something I'm expecting to see for most of the evening, except for transition, rushed attempts. We'll just see what happens. And that one goes haywire, nearly into the crowd of nearly 2,000 people. I'm sure they'll take any souvenir they can get. Another turnover for the Shamrocks. Do have a substitution. Liam Ingles heads off. Carlito Collins has entered in. We also see Brendan Hecker in for the Shamrocks.
Don's being a lot more patient than we've seen in past games, really looking for the open shot, not taking the forced shot as we've seen a couple times in tense situations, a dumb shot that was not needed. So now we definitely see them taking a little bit more time,
very
more
selective,
passes.
Very selective.
Yeah, a few more people touch the ball before the shot comes off.
Triple traffic here, Selhurst for 3 and left that one way short. And that is going to be Shamrock's ball as Collins tried to get a late save on that, but no dice. Inside of a minute to go here in quarter number 1. 8-7, Dons leading. As out comes Nathan Nano. Krolak with the drive, kicks out. Thought we were going to get something there. Shamrocks will recoup. As we head inside of 40 seconds. Now looks like they're trying to hold for a last shot, and that's definitely what they're doing after that look from the clock from Harper Krolak.
Still 30 seconds like you mentioned, so still plenty of time.
Got to be careful, though. He's getting real close to that half-court line. Now 20 seconds. Yep, that's exactly what's going on. Shamrock's trying to take a lead into the break. It's all Nathan Nano now. Ryder Ray on him. 5 seconds. Nano with the drive, Rayo with an arm, and Katu with the rebound. And no foul called there, but a low-scoring affair. Had some fireworks to get us started. 15 total points in the first quarter. 8-7, Don's lead. Welcome back, everybody, as we get ready to start off with quarter number 2. As you see on your screen tonight, we got a lot of orange supporting Molly Morris from this game to the rest of our regular season coverage. You know, Kaden and I both live in that area, both belong to St. Monica Parish. It's been quite the story, and unfortunately just not going very well right now for her.
Molly's very strong. Sad to see what is currently happening, but she'll push through. We all know it.
But what's great is just how much the community has rallied behind her. Both Notre Dame and St. Patrick doing just that. Just as great as anything can be. So we will be sporting some orange for the remainder of our regular season. As we get back to hoops, Liam Ingalls has come back in, but we also see Leo Frederigo has entered for Ryder Rhea. Leo's been playing a lot. So we get some more slow going. We also got to remind you, we got a busy halftime coming up. There's a lot going on, more than normal. I'll get that to you in a quick second. Ozell throwing around Frederick as this possession has taken almost a minute now.
A very quick first quarter, no timeouts, and really no stops on the clock.
Thomas, drive to the basket, and Katu. Kaden, I don't know about you, but I started seeing visions of Stefan Cicic right there in that game against Orr Academy. Here's Krolak to the basket, and that one off the glass. So here's what's going on during halftime. We got cheer going on. Swim team and the bowling team are going to get their special accolades. We'll have a raffle drawing going on, a shooting competition between the Dons and the Rocks. We don't know who our Shamrock representatives are. We know the Dons are going to be Joey Preet and Ryan Greifelt. So that should be fun.
Just a little bit more during halftime, not much.
More than normal. I do think it is extended halftime today, so it will be a little bit longer than the normal 10 minutes. Another long possession for the Dons as they've held on to it for just about the entire quarter so far. 9-8, very low scoring. Uncharacteristically low scoring for this matchup. Katu faking the three, now kicks across. Selhurst fakes, wide open three.
Like I said, everybody touched the ball at least 2 or 3 times on that play for the Dons, so being a little bit more patient is really paying off.
All right.
Yeah, travel is called.
I was looking at something else. I don't really know what to say about that. Okay. Anyway, I'm sorry. That Didn't see coming.
Trying to keep you in the game.
Yeah, I mean, I got out of character for a second. That's not okay. I'm sorry. Anyway, it's 11-9. I don't know. I kind of like that better than the silent night they tried doing. I don't know. That was just me. Rhea for three. Little too much, but Moselle will pick the rebound up.
It's another thing we really haven't seen from the Dons is really giving a good effort for a rebound. You see Sellers there just tip it out, and Dons come up back with the possession and the rebound. .440 here in the first half. Dons leading by 2. A low-scoring game to get things started. Katsu hits the deck. And Sellers loses that one, another turnover. We've seen a lot of those. Yeah. We've got Caden's keeping track. I think we got 5 now, is that right? Yes, 5 in about, what was that, 12 and a half minutes. This there from A.J. Thomas. St. Pat's with only 2 turnovers, so they're definitely limiting their turnovers to only one a quarter right now. Questionable chanting from the St. Patrick's student section right there. But we don't got to talk about that as more swinging around. Moselle will take a 3 from the left corner. His first points of the night is a 3-pointer. Put the Dons up by 5. Biggest lead of the night so far. That's not someone you want to get hot, especially after what happened just a few nights ago. Ayeni lost control for a second. Here's a drive in by Breland, lost it. All the momentum is with the Dons right now. Nothing seems to be going right for the Shamrocks. Raya try to get it underneath the legs of Krolak. And we get a dead ball foul. It looks like, I don't think that is a foul, but we get a dead ball anyway. Maybe kickball violation, I'm not really sure. Timeout from the Dons. We do get that. While they head off to timeout, we'll head off with them. Welcome back to the Down Dome, everybody. Reminder that next time you'll be seeing us is next Friday when the Dons welcome in the Carmel Catholic Corsairs to the Down Dome. It's also Notre Dame's senior night, so sophomore game will get underway at 5:30 p.m. Senior night presentations will follow the sophomore game, which should be around 6:45-ish, and then the varsity game will come and follow, so make sure you circle that one on your calendar. We will be starting a little earlier than we normally do, but I know you always like to have more time with us, so it's fine. Don't worry about it. Yankatu will inbound it. Okay. I just want to make sure you guys all know that what you're hearing is absolutely raw and we cannot filter whatsoever. That should just, we should just make sure that gets out there. It hurts our ears too, don't worry. I know Caden does not condone it. Well, most of it. Also, if you're hearing some very loud screaming, we have the Notre Dame cheer team right in front of us here tonight. So you get an up-close and personal look at what they are saying every night out on the sideline. Something you don't usually get to hear on a game feed. Sorry. Not to cut you off, but we did. So just see another turnover from the Dons over the back, or I'll say over and back.
You're paying more attention to the game than I am at this point. I give up. Drive in, Krolak pitches out, Nano. A lot more moving parts. Look at this. Looks like they're doing the 4x4. A lot of moving around on the outside, just trying to burn some clock down as we're about 2 minutes out. Now, Caden, we've seen some really long possessions here tonight. Yenny trying to drive, kick out, three-pointer way over from Anthony Favia. As I was saying, shot clock, yay or nay?
I originally said no, but now that I think about it, it's probably going to be a yes from me now. Sorry, a little bit of communication going on that for some reason
we're talking in Morse code.
Yeah.
It's Morse code. About a minute to go here in quarter number 2. The Dons are trying to go up in this one. And maybe one of the most low-scoring games we've seen in this matchup's history.
Yeah, I mean, and I was going to say, you can see this is about the third time that the Dons have had a possession almost a minute or longer in this quarter so far. Patience, or is that too long for the Dons?
Patience is a virtue. These are children. They're impulsive.
There's another turnover for the Dons. I'll take over for a second. Never mind.
Drive up, and that no good. Quick programming update. During the third quarter, you're going to get some special surprises. Alum Josh Lill is back. He will be calling the third quarter. We will also have Notre Dame president Shea Boyle on air with him for a little while as well. That'll be at the beginning of quarter number 3. So make sure you hang around for that. We will try and get him on as well during the tail end of halftime. Little end of dead space. 14-9 with 9 seconds to go as the Dons. As now we get a whistle. Okay. Doesn't look like they're going to put that time back on the clock.
Yeah, I was going to say, Selhurst, you can see pointing at the clock, trying to get 1 or 2 seconds back.
Yeah, only about a half a second was taken off. Katsu drives up, puts it in, and the Dons are heading into half with a 7-point lead. We got a very busy halftime coming up for you. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome back to the Don Dome in Niles, Illinois for this exclusive matchup of the greatest high school boys rivalry in the state of Illinois between the Notre Dame Dons and the St. Patrick Shamrocks. Josh Lill, ND class of 2020, alongside the president, Mr. Shea Boyle. Coach, it's good to be back with you.
Josh Lill is back in the Don Dome, and everything is right in the world tonight with Josh Lill back here. Welcome home, Josh.
Hey, thank you, Coach, for having me. And it's been definitely a unique kind of night. You know, anytime these two teams get together, I feel like the scoring starts low. St. Pat's plays an interesting type of defense with a 1-3-1, forcing you to shoot the ball, but they play it patiently on the offensive end as well.
Yeah, their defense is good, but, I think our Dons have kind of figured out, there's no rush. When we are patient, we've gotten great looks. We've made some big threes, and the story of the game's been defensively. We held them to 9 points. I mean, that's a monumental effort. Unbelievable effort by the Dons playing defense. So Coach Clancy has to be thrilled with a 9-point first half, and we're rebounding too.
And that's the big thing for Notre Dame offensively. Can they make their threes? It's Connor Moselle. It's Brady Selhorst. And the biggest one is Jan Coutu.
Yeah, Jan hit a huge three early to get it started. That's a confidence booster. Moselle, Selhorst, and Ryder Ray is going to have a big second half here. I can feel it. We got to come out early, the first 2 minutes of this half. We got to knock a couple down and keep guarding. We're winning the hustle battles. We're going to get a charge or two, but our defense the last 3 weeks has been Notre Dame defense to the nth degree. It's been unbelievable.
And speaking of defense in Jan Coutu, how about that chase down block?
Yeah, Jan, that was huge. That's momentum turner. You got to play the play through. Unbelievable hustle play. Got the crowd going. And Josh, how about this crowd? You're an analyst in the Big Ten at University of Nebraska. You see the biggest and best, but there's nowhere on earth you're going to see a gym like this tonight in the Don Dome.
I'll tell you, Mr. President, in Nebraska, they definitely know enough about Niles Notre Dame College Prep, because I preach there is no student section, there's no faculty, there are no fans, and more importantly, the athletes themselves. There is nothing like it anywhere else in the state of Illinois.
Yeah, this is a fun night. This is why Notre Dame students come here. This is why we had a record-breaking test this year. This is why our alumni are filling this building again. This is what it's all about. This is high school hoops. Notre Dame College Prep, Don Dome, Friday night lights. Come on, here we go.
There's only one place to be, and if there's a message you want to leave to future Dons out there that are listening on this broadcast, what would you say to them?
I'd say, Josh, a Don is a gentleman of Mary, and the world needs more Dons. This is what we're all about. As I said, we just had the biggest test in school history. The word is out there. You want the best all-boys education in Chicagoland, look no further than 7655 West Dempster Street, Niles, Illinois. This is it, man. We got things rocking and rolling. The incoming class is going to be unbelievable. So we're open for business. We still got a few more entrance exams coming up. Reach out, man. This is it. This is the place to be. So
just listen, folks, to the crowd right now. Rock and roll all night.
Yeah, and how about our DJ tonight, Jack Dennis? Are you kidding me? Jack is rocking the tunes. It's been unbelievable.
Well, the halftime clock winds down to double zeros, and you know what that means, Coach. It's time for the third quarter. 16-9 the score. Notre Dame leads St. Pat's. St. Pat's only 3 threes. It started out as a back-and-forth game, 3-0, 3-3, 6-3, 6-6, and from then on, Notre Dame has gone on a 10-3 run. St. Pat's to start.
You gotta love it. It's all about defense from this point out. Don's goal is to hold them under 30, certainly under 40. They're doing a good job on Ianni, keeping him off his right hand.
Ingles with solid defense, forcing the baseline feed. The shot up, no good by E.J. Breland. Rebounded by Selhorst.
Big rebound by Brady. That's the type of rebounds that he hasn't seen it early in the year that he's been doing a great job with the last couple weeks.
Liam Ingles on the fake on Nano, down to Jan in the paint, and a call there.
Jan's doing a great job inside. He's posting with authority. Jan has had an unbelievable senior year. He's definitely a great college prospect right now.
A Don for life.
Love it.
Ingles inbounding. Out to Selhorst. Selhorst over to Moselle. Moselle, 4-3.
Come on, Connor. Boom. We called it. We called it. Here we go.
19-9.
Here we go, Dons. The crowd is alive in Niles, Illinois.
Not even 1 minute into the third quarter, and the Dons force St. Pat's to take a full timeout.
That's a big-time ball movement possession right there. And Connor Moselle has proven to be one of the best shooters in the state of Illinois. Also a great college prospect, elite student, great leader. Love to see Connor Moselle stepping up as a senior in the Don Dome.
The 6'2 senior out of Onahan, coming in clutch with several threes tonight. But you have to, again, give credit to Jan Coutu. And really the ball handling of Liam Ingles. With the 1-3-1, you have to work St. Pat's around, open up the paint. The second coach, you open up the paint. It's a kick out. You got to be ready to shoot. Moselle was ready.
Yeah, Ingles has been unbelievable. You know, he was a little banged up. Looks like he's a lot healthier. He's got the use of both hands now. And Liam is a guy who'll give his body for this team. And he's starting to penetrate against his own. You can't play catch against it. You got to penetrate and kick. And that's a perfect example to the marksman, Connor Moselle.
Can he keep it going? Stay tuned to find out. 7:19 to play here in the third quarter. Dons and Shamrocks coming out with their same starting lineup for the Dons. It's Ingles, Coutu, Selhorst, Moselle, and Ryder Raya. For the Shamrocks, Nathan Nano, E.J. Braylon, A.J. Thomas, Declan O'Malley, and Andrew Ianni. Step out by A.J. Thomas, 4-3, got it.
That's a defensive breakdown right there. Got to have a little more communication there. Let's see the Dons fight back here.
That's Thomas's second step back three on the night. He got the scoring going tonight for both teams. Ingles into the corner. The feed over to Raya. No good. Rebounded on the play by Ianni. Ianni out to Thomas. Thomas with a little shake and bake on Moselle. Back out to Braylon. Braylon flips it back to Nano. Nano and Krolak working it around. Don's holding strong in a man-to-man defense, staying strong around the arc, not allowing any post and paint driving.
Ianni got to keep him off his right hand, got to keep him off his right.
Ianni drives, draws the foul. Selhorst was straight up. The foul called on Jan Coutu. And that's a tough call to make there, Shay. You have three defenders standing straight up with both their hands. At that point, it's the offense drawing the contact.
Yeah, that's a big part of their game plan. You know, Ianni is a great player, but they know he goes right about 99% of the time. So they just got to sit on his left hand. They got to send a little help on his spin move. He's the guy that gets them going. Ianni, great young man, had a great senior year so far.
1 for 2 at the line. The 6'4", 215 senior can ball handle as well. Definitely a threat like you mentioned on the offensive end. Ingles in the backcourt. That's a Raya. Raya back to Ingles.
I'd like to see Brady find a spot for a three ball here. We need a Selhorst three.
Ball fakes are huge at this point. That's how you're going to find the open possession. They teach you that, Coach. I remember coming to basketball camp here when I was an incoming freshman, and everyone preached ball fakes.
Yep. And Josh, let's tell the people you were an All-American at that camp. You know, you were a standout, Josh. We knew you were going to be part of the program in a big way. You found your role. You're an all-time great here.
Moselle for three.
It's a good look by Connor. That's going to fall. Got to get one here, Josh.
Ianni works it out. Braylon with a near turnover.
Here it comes again, off his right hand.
Moselle trying to take it away from the right hand, a high IQ defensive sequence.
We're going to look for Braylon. Braylon's going to take one here.
Ball around the circle. Thomas circling, top of the arc.
Oh,
knocks that one down. That's a two-pointer just inside. Thomas with a defender in his face, knocks down the difficult shot. Moselle gets it past two defenders. To Jan. Jan to Moselle. Coutu looking to back down Ianni. Ianni works right into the middle.
And Selhorst wide open. Let's find him.
Selhorst in the corner, working away across the baseline, has a post opportunity. Ryan Ingles playing a little hot potato. Raya with two defenders on him. Looks around 4:44 left to play here in the third. Raya Defended by Braylon. Back out to Ingles. Ingles defended heavily by Nano.
And the other thing, Josh, we talked about, you mentioned it a few times, ball fakes are critical. We can take our time. We have a lead. Let's get a good shot here.
St. Pat's is a team Notre Dame can beat solely based off of passing and shooting. You don't need to dribble, but it is important. A dribble and a fake. Southhorse kick out to Moselle. In the corner for Couture.
Come on, Jan. Come on, Jan. That's a senior right there. That's a senior.
Cowabunga indeed.
Love to see it, Josh. That's a young man who spent hours and hours in the Don Dome this summer when nobody was watching. He was in here taking threes. He added that to his game. Proud of Jan.
It's the behind-the-scenes work that does the magic. Ayeni in the post, double teamed by Couture and Moselle.
D up, boys. D up.
Ingles one-on-one with Braylon. Braylon goes right. Ingles staying strong like a brick wall.
Great D, Ingles. Oh.
Nano with a kick out to Ayeni. Settled down by Krolak. Deep three. No good. Moselle with the near box
Great
out.
hustle play. Guess who? Liam Ingles from Queen of All Saints, the home of Joshua Lil.
Ingles is doing it right at all the education levels. Same with Leo Frederigo. Shout out to Queen of All Saints. Couture out to Ingles. Selhorst looking for the ball fake. St. Pat's is not tall, so guys like Selhorst and Moselle can beat the defense, but not before a turnover. Krolak running the fast break.
Oh, that's a big-time block. Ryder Rhea.
Yowza, Rhea. St. Pat's for three, it's no good.
Great possession there. Great hustle.
And a timeout for Coach Clancy. And
Ryder
the Dons.
Rhea. As they say, Josh, he's a sophomore. Right on cue.
Well, folks, the bullpen is only proving your point, Shay. They're keeping it going.
It's the best, man. It's the best. The guys are feeding off the energy in the stadium tonight. Josh, we sold out of tickets. I mean, this is what it's all about for all the 7th, 6th graders out there, 8th graders. If you're watching at home, man, this is it, man. What a great atmosphere. Sold out gym. Unbelievable, Josh.
It's the game of the year, no doubt, where you get two schools that just love their sports so much that they pack whatever gym it may be with their students. And the thing is, they bring their families, they bring their friends, they bring people who are thinking about going to either high school. If you look to either side of the gym, you have St. Pat's on one half and Notre Dame on the other. I think obviously Notre Dame has a little bit of outnumbering as I look around the gym. But you're seeing two great schools show immense support for what they believe in.
Yeah, it's been great. We had a chance to talk after Mass the other day, and it's a big week here at Notre Dame. It's our Holy Cross Heroes Week. Big week for our Holy Cross schools around the world, and we talked about getting every student out at the game, and they answered the call for sure.
Notre Dame threading the needle. Selhorst to Couture. Couture on the ground, trying to fight for the jump ball. Keeps it alive. Moselle has to dive.
Good hustle. Slow down a little bit.
Says Coach Clancy, which is a true point. You have an 8-point lead with about 2.5 minutes to go. Just relax at this point. What you're doing is working. Work on ball control. Nonetheless, St. Pat's with the ball. The possession arrow pointed at Notre Dame just in case there is a jump ball.
That's great D. Great defense. Another deflection. One of the hallmark stats that Notre Dame looks at is the number of deflections each game. How are we disrupting on defense? That's a great disruption there on Krolak.
You have to keep your hands in the passing lanes at all times.
And they're working hard to get Breland a shot, but Ingles is there every touch.
St. Pat's working the ball around, a little bit of paint penetration. Here's Thomas. Thomas loves the top of the arc. Here's Ayeni. Oh, Coach, he's going left. He never does that. Yep. And now we see why.
There we go, Jan. That's great scouting right there by Coach Justin Halloran.
Selhorst out to Raya. Ryder Raya, defended by James Clay.
Great pass. Yes, sir. Great pass by Ingles. Activity by Selhorst. Activity is how he has evolved his game this year.
Off the ball movement is just as or maybe important as ball movement itself, and Selhorst showing that, but you got to, again, credit like you did. Credit Liam Ingles with the pass. That's not an easy one to make. Selhorst misses the first.
Here we go, Brady. Got to get their free throws. That's another key here down the stretch. Look for St. Pat's to start extending their 1-3-1, a little bit three-quarter, full court. Got to handle the rock. Big free throw here for Brady. I can feel the magic. There it is.
You called it, Coach. 1 for 2 at the line, extends the Notre Dame lead to 9, 23-14. 100 seconds left here in the third quarter. St. Pat's with only 5 points this quarter. Notre Dame.
Great D again.
With 7. Great defense from Notre Dame, like you said. Jan Coutu bringing the ball up past half court. Coach Clancy wants it over to Mazel. He wants it in the corner for Selhorst. You have to play for it. Selhorst is a baseline runner for this Dons team. Ryder Raya kind of stuck at the top. Carlito Collins checks in for the Dons. Coutu over to Moselle. Moselle has Selhorst if he needs him. A little bit of a dribble drive and a stop and a kick out over to Moselle. Selhorst has to be ready. It's got to be a quick shot. A little bit of a ball fake. Back out to Moselle. Coutu with less than a minute to go. Here's Moselle.
Come
That's
on,
his
Connor.
spot.
One time. Yes, sir. Connor Moselle on a hand. Lions.
Mamma mia, Moselle extends it to a double-digit lead. The
Here
first
comes
time
Ayene's
tonight.
going right.
Ayeni with a handoff over to Thomas.
Great
Thomas
D.
out to Ayeni for 3.
Oh,
and that 3 rhymes with Ayeni.
Big time shot by the senior there. But we'll take that. We'll take that.
Back to a single-digit game. 30 seconds and counting. Moselle crosses. Carlito Collins.
Need a good one here, Josh. Let's get the last shot of the quarter here, Josh. This place will explode.
It needs to be a cowabunga type environment. It already is, but let's cap it off in the third quarter. 12 seconds and counting. Moselle to Coutu. Coutu double teamed.
I feel it. I feel it.
Moselle with the pump fake. Out to Coutu. He's going to have
Come
to
on,
shoot
Jan.
it.
Ooh, that's a good look. No fouls. No fouls. No, 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 no.
Ooh.
That one had eyes, my friend. And here we go, the newest tradition at Notre Dame College Prep. The T-shirt toss is coming.
You guys only get better, Coach. You only get better.
Here comes the T-shirt toss. Let's go, on your feet. On your feet.
Dons love the 9-point lead right now heading into the fourth quarter, the final quarter of play here in the Don Dome.
This place is electric, baby. Play that trumpet, Harvey. You gotta love it. This place is rocking tonight.
There is not one Don sitting right now. This is the beauty of Notre Dame, folks. Each year they find a way to make games, class, concerts, you name it, even better than they were the year before. That's a credit to you, Shane.
I love it, man. We're here to make this a great atmosphere, Josh, and students have been incredible. So, and I tell you what, it's great to look out here at the crowd and see so many alumni back, alumni with their own children, a lot of future Dons here. It's been incredible. Incredible.
It's magical. So Notre Dame will start the fourth quarter with possession.
Timmy Trumpet, strong work.
And with that, folks, I'll hand you back to Danny Berg. Thank you again, and go Dons. Notre Dame is the place to be.
It's been awesome, Josh.
Hey guys, I'm back. Nice to see you all, and I got Coach Boyle here with me. I think is Caden coming back? All right, it looks like Caden's coming back. Wow, this was a great transition.
I'll stay until you're ready, Caden.
Okay, so Coach Boyle's hanging around. He's going to ride this one out. This has been quite the exciting one, hasn't it?
Danny, it's great to have you guys on the call tonight. I'm sure we have a crowd checking in all over the world tonight watching the Dons on the Media Crew channel.
Last I checked, we were close to 1,000, I think.
Yep, and I want to
That
give a
sounds about right.
shout out to everybody at home. There's a lot of our first responders working tonight that are watching. Shout out to all our first responders out there. And I want to give a special shout out to Molly Morris and her family.
Yes.
We're all here thinking of our brave warrior, Molly.
We got a watch party at a bar going on tonight, don't we?
Yep. Jets Pub is rocking with Notre Dame alums tonight.
Yes, we love the support we get from Jets.
Yeah. We got some work to do here, Danny. We're up
We sure do.
7 and change left. Good timeout call there by Coach Clance.
Yeah, we get the Dons take their third timeout of the half. And with 7 minutes left, you know, Coach, we were talking about in the first half, just how low scoring the game has been and how uncharacteristic it is for the rivalry to be this low scoring. I mean, we're not even at 50 points yet combined.
Yeah, I think that's part of our game plan. You know, when you play against a 1-3-1, the danger is trying to rush against it. I think the Dons have done an unbelievable job tonight, taking our time and being patient. And we're knocking down threes. They're going to give you open threes. Our seniors are knocking them down.
Yeah, Connor Moselle and Yanku, too, have been on fire tonight. And it's nice to see that they're starting to finally turn that page after starting the season out rough. Here they are bearing everything in sight.
Yeah, I would say, Danny, watching this game and watching our Dons the last couple of weeks, we are a completely different team. We've really grown up. We didn't have a lot of experience early in the year, but you can see now that the Shamrocks are extending their zone. Now is winning time. Now you got to handle the ball against some pressure. This is where the weight room, this is where toughness pays off. And
the records for the Dons do not really pay dividends. Selhurst leaves it a little bit short in the rebound there by Nathan Nano. Nathan's looked pretty good tonight for the Shamrocks.
Yeah, he's the hustle guy out there. He comes up with a lot of hustle plays.
Harper Krolak out with the ball right now, guarded by Moselle, trying to facilitate the leading scorer in the previous matchup with 17.
Missed it. Ianni spinning right again. Right. No.
And one. Andrew Ianni with the and one. And the Shamrocks have a chance to turn it into a three-point play and take it down to 2 possessions.
That's a great move by the senior. That's his patent move. He's going to go left and spin right every single time. You got to run at him.
And that's what's made him a trademark in this Shamrocks program, as Ianni will knock down the free throw, and it's all of a sudden a 4-point game.
All right, Danny, we need a bucket here, my man.
There's the full court press. We started to see that come out, and not bad pass by Katu. Another turnover.
All right, we got to regroup right now.
The turnover game has been rough for the Dons here tonight.
Yeah, that's the last turnover, Danny. We're gonna get a stop here. We've done a great job on Krolak, great job on Nano. Got to continue to keep Breland in check. Keep the ball out of Ianni's hands.
Nano for 3, left short. Katu battling for the rebound.
Great rebound by Jan there. That's a big-time senior rebound right there. Wouldn't be denied.
Full court press came off right there for 1 possession. We'll see if that stays on, and passes are getting a little high. That cost the Dons on their last possession, resulting in that turnover before they even got down court. Ingles left wide open there.
Brady's going to get one here if he keeps working.
As we were saying, very selective with their shots here tonight, which is really good to see. Early on in the season, not making super good shots. Very impulsive with their decision making. Moselle had a chance, and now will work back out.
It's a great feed. Stay here.
Will stay here.
All right, let's see if we can get one underneath out of bounds here, Danny. Got to find an easy bucket somewhere.
It'll be Ingles to inbound.
There it is.
Finds Katu.
Yes, sir.
Up and under.
Yes, sir. That's a great design play by Coach Kevin Clancy.
Josh Lill had a prediction. 30-27, Dons winning. He is almost there. He's almost there.
You got to get the crowd back in this game here.
It's been as loud as you think it
That's
has
great.
been.
Look at that defense by Liam Ingles.
Selhurst picking the ball up. And as now we climb closer to 5 minutes, 6-point lead for the Dons. They've had control of this game for most of the evening. We're going to seal the deal here tonight, pick up another conference win.
Got to get a good shot here. Remember, the clock is our friend here. We do not need to be in a rush. Let's find a good shot.
Coach, I'm wondering, as a coach's perspective, how do you feel about shot clocks in high school?
Yeah, I'm all for the shot clock, Danny. I think it would play well to the way Notre Dame likes to play fast, up-tempo. I think it would add a lot to high school basketball. I don't know if anybody would be against it. As a college coach, I love the shot clock. I don't think it would ever affect most teams in the state because guys want to score.
Minus Loyola.
Well, there might be a few out there.
There might be a few, yeah.
I know the Dons would love the shot clock.
Ingles
great
passes
pass.
inside for
And
Couture.
one. Let's go. What a pass by Ingles to Couture. Dons up 8. Here we go.
Up and around the basket. Time out, Shamrocks. The energy has been injected back into the Don Dome with under 4:30 to go. Everything is with the Dons right now. We head to break.
Let's go.
Back we arrive with 4:25 to play. Each team has dwindled their timeouts down. 3 for the Dons, 3 for the Rocks.
Here comes the possession of the game right here, Danny. Let's set the tone defensively. Keep the ball out of Ianni's hands.
Here's Nano for 3. Little off right, and that is going to stay home. Last touch by Katsu went up there with Ianni.
Well, the Dons are willing to give that shot up any time, any day. We just got to secure rebounds. Here's a play, set play for the inbounder, Breland. Don't let him get the ball back. And that's a turnover by the Shamrocks.
Too much mustard on that inbound pass from EJ Breland. Harper Krolek barely got a pinky on it, and it results in Don's ball.
That's a big turnover right there. Let's see if we can milk this clock and come up with one more bucket here. Need to stretch it.
30-22 with 4:12 to go. Dons leading. The narrative has been completely flipped from the matchup from just 7 weeks ago. Selhurst in the corner, wide
Brady,
open.
Selhurst! Let's go, Brady! Boom! The sophomore with the sweet 3. Give me that.
Need I say more? Because I really don't.
Come on, D up, Dons, D up. The bullpen is alive. No, that's a travel.
3 ball is good. And a timeout for the Shamrocks. Put a little bit of life back into the team. It's an 8-point game once again. But my, what a shot that was from Sellers. Left wide open in that right corner.
Yeah, one of the greatest things about Brady's game for the young sophomore, he's got a very quick release. He's got a college-ready release. He catches that thing and it's up. He doesn't need much space, and if he's open, he's an automatic three-point shooter, and what a career he's going to have here at Notre Dame.
A long time ahead of him coming as he's still got 2 more years.
You got to love it, and let's give a shout-out to the Notre Dame cheer team.
Yes.
They've been unbelievable, setting the tone, bringing the energy, bringing the juice. Getting a lot of text messages from our alumni all over town. Shout out to Liam and Logan McMahon coming home from wrestling practice. Let's go.
They've gotten to hear a lot of the Notre Dame cheer team tonight as we're stationed right next to them. Something you don't often get as we're up in the bleachers, but tonight we're up on stage.
I love the new location, Danny.
It's pretty cool. We're a little pressed for space, but it's pretty good.
Tough turnover there. We got to handle the ball versus pressure. Got to handle the ball.
33-25. The Dons leading.
You got to watch out for Breland. They're working it. He's been quiet. Good D, good D.
Drive in.
That's
Try to go off the backboard.
Great
no good.
possession there by Brady Selhurst defensively. Seniors got to take care of the rock here.
Wrap the fish, right, Coach?
Got to wrap the fish, baby. Here we go.
Moselle in traffic finds Rhea in a tight
timeout.
corner.
Might need a timeout here. Oh,
And
no.
they called jump ball. So that's going to be Shamrocks
Oh.
basketball. Arrow pointing in their favor.
That's a tough one. Danny, against a 1-3-1, you've
Yeah.
got to stay off the sideline. You have to stay out of the corners. St. Pat's is looking to aggressively trap here.
They're trying to get points. They're starting to head into desperation mode.
3 minutes left. It's Notre Dame defense time.
There's not much time for the Shamrocks left. They've been struggling to hit their shots all night. That 59-point affair
Oh, get out.
is not
Get out.
there tonight. No good.
Guess who? Jan Coutu.
Look who's back.
Jan is back.
Ingles getting into some double trouble.
Yes.
And we
We'll
get
take
a
it.
foul
We'll take it.
called. Shamrocks add one up on the foul board. That's their fourth of the game. That number can't get too high for the Shamrocks if they want to at least have a couple to play with down the stretch.
We got to get in that bonus here soon. They know they can be aggressive until they're in the bonus. Shout out to our Olympia Park Spartans checking in from Michigan, watching in the hotel tonight. Let's go, Spartans.
Another foul. That one gets called on AJ Thomas.
It's a big one. Ingles doing a great job handling pressure. 2:30 left, up 8. Come on, Dons.
Coach, it's
Come
the
on.
first real Notre Dame Pats game here in the Don Dome since 2020. What's it feel like to have it back?
Yeah, this is magic, man. This is Notre Dame magic. This is what I love to see. Again, man, there's nothing better than this type of environment. And, you know, all the future Dons watching, this is what they're going to play in front of for years to come.
Really hasn't felt like a game like this since ND Curie.
Oh, man, that was a heck of a game.
Still remember it like it was yesterday.
Yep, it seems like yesterday. That was a state championship team. Shout out to the 1920 boys. Another
Rhea
great look.
Underneath.
Jan Coutu doing it all.
It's
The
a
dish.
double-digit lead. First
Come on,
time
get
tonight.
Out, get out, get out. Guess who? Ryder, Rhea. There's another foul, baby. Here we go.
Heads the other way.
Here we go, Dons. Here we go. The sophomore, Ryder, Rhea.
30.
Starting safety on the football team, starting shooting guard on the hoops team. Straight A student, leader, Ryder Rhea.
35-25.
Got to handle it now. Danny, this is where the weight room work that the Dons put in pays off right now. This is where the weight room pays off.
10-point lead for the Dons. There's that full court press again.
Let's get Jan in the middle. There it is. Turn
There
and go.
he is.
Turn and burn.
Selhurst one-on-one with Ayeni. Off the glass, little too much
Guess
on
who?
it. Ryder back
No.
up, nothing there. Coutu
Jan
picks it
Coutu.
up.
That's a great hustle play. What a hustle play by Jan. Guess who? Coutu.
Continuing to bury it down with less than a minute 30 to go. You can taste it. The Dons look like they might be walking away out of here with the victory flag flying, but they still got to finish the job.
A lot of work to do, my man.
It's
Lot of
not
work.
over.
A lot of work to do. Let's see if the senior can knock down two. Jan has been money. My
Shot
man.
number one is
My
down.
man. Big time free throws for our senior. Big time.
Shot number two.
That's
Down.
just big. That's just big free throws by the senior. This is senior time right now. Dons need to stop.
Harper Krolak will bring up.
Keep him out of the paint. Keep him out of the paint. He's going to kick. No.
Foul gets called. That one is on Moselle, so that knocks them up to 3. 37-25 with 1:13 to go in the ball game. So Krolak will shoot two.
Shout out to Sports Depiction in the house tonight.
We love Margot.
Margot, part of the Don Nation. I mean, Danny, this is a who's who here tonight. We have Steve Woltman, professional photographer with the NFL. DePaul University, Loyola University here tonight shooting for the Dons.
Jim Soaring in the house as well. We love all of Jim's work with football, to get into some basketball this year, which is awesome.
We got shots by Mo, we got Slosh, we got it all.
Everybody's here tonight. They know just how big this game is.
Turn and burn, Jan. Turn and burn. Got 1 minute left. Don's up 11. Ingles has been unbelievable handling pressure tonight.
Rhea will kick it across. Now it's just about draining clock and not making mistakes.
Coach Bailey is playing defense at half court.
And foul there.
That is a foul. That is a huge, huge foul. Almost a technical there. Almost a T.
They're calling that on.
Almost
is that
a T.
on Liam?
No, that's on the Shamrocks.
Okay. So that is going to be a 1-and-1. It looked like for a second the way that the official was pointing that it was going the other way.
It was a little
Probably
scary.
just got concerned. Yeah. We've seen a couple scary hits here tonight.
Let's knock 2 down here, Liam.
First shot for Ingles is in and
Great
out.
hustle by Ryder. Great hustle.
Nice job by Rhea.
Ryder has had an unbelievable night for the Dons defensively on the glass.
What a player he's grown into.
Defense time, Danny. We need it. We need a stop.
Ayeni. Or excuse me, that was not Ayeni. That was E.J. Breland.
I tell you what, the job that the Dons did on Breland tonight is unreal.
Yeah. Looked like he was going to get hot fast, but they cooled him down like ice in a pan. Now, as they drain.
Let it run out. They're going to let it run out.
Now, as they drain the clock down.
They're going to let it run out.
The realization has set in to the Don Dome.
Here we go, baby.
The momentum has shifted back to Niles.
I love it.
Whistle is called.
I love it, Danny. Here we go.
That's going to send Katu to the line. That reaction on Jan Katu's face says it all. Take a look at him, courting his crowd. Shot number 1 is missed. Inside of 10 seconds.
Fouls,
Here comes Sprolak. Desperation shot
fouls.
in and out. And down goes the timer.
Dons win.
Court storming says it all.
Here we go.
The shift has gone. The shift has gone back to Niles, 37-26.
Here come the Dons.
Notre Dame improves to 12-9. The Shamrocks fall to 12-7. After 3 straight games of the Dons falling, the Shamrocks go down this time. 37-26 is your final score, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in tonight to all of our coverage. The scene on the court says it all. We will be back next week for Dons versus the Carmel Catholic Corsairs for senior night.